Investors on a buying spree Tuesday, the NASDAQ hitting an all-time record, up more than 2%. Well, we've seen the return of volatility last week. Let's discuss that topic with Nick Coles. He's co-founder of DataTrek Research. Welcome back, Nick.
Thank you.
So the return of volatility, does it mean that the Fed's accommodative stance that have been really helping buffet the markets, that's wearing off?
It is wearing off for, I think, a logical reason. We had a very low period of volatility in Q4 of last year. As you said, the Fed was very clear they were cutting rates and did so all the way through December. But we also have the problem with the coronavirus in China right now, and that is a perfectly valid reason to see volatility. All the rate policy in the world can't fix that. So markets have been naturally quite on edge.
Well, volatility is good for traders, but what does it mean coming as it does in this late stage of the bull market?
You know, volatility tends to cluster. It tends to cluster at the beginning of an economic cycle and at the end of an economic cycle, and that makes all the sense in the world. At the beginning, you don't know when it's going to take off, and at the end, you're not sure when it's in fact going to end. And we've seen exactly that pattern from 2009 to now. Very low volatility mid-cycle, rising volatility last year. It's just a natural part of the market trying to suss out where the business cycle is going to end, but as we see from today's action, the market's making the bet it's not quite yet.
Right, so in your view, it's only been a short while that we've had this volatility, but at this juncture, this is not signaling the end of the bull run.
No, it does not feel that way. I think the market has certainly been worrying about the global economic effect of the Wuhan coronavirus, but they're also assuming policymakers will come in and provide liquidity, as China has done, and the Fed may even cut rates in the middle part of this year if the global economy really slows. So the market's betting on a policy response that's more than adequate to beat the economic reality of what's going to happen, and that's holding us together.
And Nick, there have been folks on Wall Street who have been complaining that I guess they've sensed a real complacency in this market because of the lack of volatility, those moves less than 1% that we've seen in the last quarter. From what you've seen over the last week, and including today, is it good in the sense that this may knock some complacency out of the market?
It certainly knocked some of the complacency out of the market that was there from that long run, October through the middle of January, and that part is healthy. People were just thinking this was going to be an automatic 5 to 10% year, and things were going to be great. It does show you that volatility is back, and that is healthy from a market psychology standpoint, absolutely.
On the other hand, we've got a stock like Tesla that has been, gosh, it's on a tear. I was just looking at it. Not only is it up nearly 20% today on top of yesterday's 20% rise, since Wednesday it's up 60%. These wild swings that we're seeing in that, does that add to this sense that, hey, things are out of whack here and that maybe the bull run is towards the end? You
know, having lived through the 1990s bull market as you did, you know that it's when it's not just one stock that's doing this, but 10 or 15 or 20 stocks as we saw in 99 doing a Tesla, what Tesla's doing today, then you can call a real mania. This is sort of a mania of one. And you can kind of tell why. It's been a story that everybody has thought they understood, but the real key issue is that it's now gone from being a science project to being a mainstream company, and that's what it's getting rewarded for. The reward's obviously way too great, but you can understand the narrative that got us here, and it is just one name.
So not to worry for now, at least on Tesla.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't feel like I obviously wouldn't buy it here. It's just, you know, who knows where it goes? It could go to, you know, back to where it was a month ago, or it could go to 2,000. Who knows? It's just a crapshoot at this point. The thing about Tesla is that it's really just a one stock mania. It isn't emblematic of a broader mania.
All right. Thanks for your thoughts, Nick. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Our thanks to Nick Coles of DataTrek Research. I'm Fred Katayama. This is Reuters.